Top of the stretch, field for the first, set to go. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Power on, the first to show speed. He's joined by Monsieur Mindale. As they race into the first turn, it's Power on, opening up by 2 for Johnny Padres. Monsieur Mindale racing in second. Those two about 2.5 ahead of Tommy Fra, the favorite. And Dan Knox, then a length back to Recognized. Trailing Baby Doctor, but he's only about 5 off the lead as they race for the opening quarter. Power on a tight length over Monsieur Mindale, opening quarter, 29-3. Tommy Fra, the half-money favorite, racing in third for Knox. Recognized in behind him. And then comes Baby Doctor, and now Knox sends Tommy Fra after the leader. Power on, they come off the turn. Power on leads the way. And now Tommy Fra puts in his challenge. Monsieur Mindale is right there in third. Recognized racing in fourth. Baby Doctor still at the end. They hit the half in 59-2. Power on your leader with pressure from Tommy Fra. He's up on the rim. Monsieur Mindale getting the trip in the pocket. A length and a half back to Recognized, and Baby Doctor 3/8 to go. They race up the backstretch. And now Tommy Fra has come within a length of the leader, Power on. Monsieur Mindale right in behind those two. Poised and ready to strike. 3/4, 127-2. Power on trying to fend off the challenge of Tommy Fra with Monsieur Mindale right there in third. Recognized in Baby Doctor, an 1/8 to go. Tommy Fra trying to outclose Power on, digging down. Here comes Tommy Fra. And now Tommy Fra responds on the inside. Power on is still there. And Monsieur Mindale, Power on, may have held off the late charging Monsieur Mindale and Tommy Fra.
His last 2 starts, just don't know how close he can get. And this is another race where you really don't know if he can get close enough to be effective with that big last quarter. 10 Charlie Bears scratch. So to recap, I think 1 Bull Buddy, 3 Poco Hawk, and 4 Jabberbox are the...
Starting gates rolling. Top of the stretch, here they come. They're off and pacing, and getting off just a tad slow from the rail was the favorite Incredible Joe on the far outside. Buggenhouse circling the field and going for the lead on the inside. Morning Racer is there. Also moving up for position from the extreme outside, Johnny Peshtigo. They curve off the turn. Buggenhouse takes command, and now Johnny Peshtigo will have a run at the leader. Morning Racer will settle in third, just a length and a half ahead of Stormy Bay. Another gap of a length and a half to Andy Miller and Concrete Ribbon off that quarter, a pretty quick 28-2. From the outside, Johnny Peshtigo hard pressed to clear the lead. Buggenhouse holds position on the inside. Morning Racer racing in third, a length and a half back to Stormy Bay. Just a length in front of Concrete Ribbon. Incredible Joe is quickly on the move. Mr. Benny's will follow him. Bo Rubetchican trails the field. Half-timed in 57-4. 29-2 second quarter. Fast pace continues. Buggenhouse showing the way. Johnny Peshtigo on the outside covering a lot of ground. And now Stormy Bay rallies 3 wide. On the inside, Morning Racer. Incredible Joe in tight quarters. He'll need to shake loose. Concrete Ribbon is 4 wide as he rallies from 5th and now takes aim at the pace setting. Buggenhouse 3/4, 128-2. Here comes Concrete Ribbon. Now within ahead and now takes command away from Buggenhouse. Also circling horses, Mr. Benny's. On the inside, Morning Racer, Incredible Joe, still needs to shake loose, and now he finds a seam. Here he comes. Top of the stretch, Concrete Ribbon is pouring it on, and now Mr. Benny's, Incredible Joe is gathering up momentum. Here he comes, Mr. Benny's. On the inside, it's Concrete Ribbon. 2 noses. Very tight finish. Incredible Joe also finishing fast.
Field luck. 3 wide, bringing up a very, very strong winner. He's at 3-1. This is a wide open race. There's 3 minutes to post.
It's post time. Starting gates rolling. Here they come. They're off and pacing. In the middle of the track, the Felcher. Sent out aggressively by Jacobs. Quickly into a 2-length lead as the field moves around the turn. Evening Wind under urging. On the outside. Moving up for Miller, Ken Rumack looking to secure early position. Those 3 are ahead of In the Black by about 6 lengths. Another gap of 3 to Ty Cobb Hanover. Then comes 04. Your 2 trailers, Some Kind of Tough, and a Cambino. They're still battling away up top. They scorched that quarter, 28-1. The Felcher. Turning back, Ken Rumack, and now Evening Wine. Drives up behind the leader. Ken Rumack will take a spot third, a length ahead of In the Black. On the outside, 04. Angles off the cones. Ty Cobb Hanover saves ground. Some Kind of Tough is on the move. Cambino still trails. A race for the half. Jacobs trying to get a breather with the Felcher. He leads it a tight length. Evening Wine getting the trip, 58-4. The Felcher leads it into the turn, a length and a quarter. Evening Wine sits pat in the pocket. On the outside, In the Black. Under urging, he's first over. 04. Now moving up 3 wide off the turn. Ken Rumack is hemmed in. Ty Cobb Hanover also traveling on the inside will need racing room. Here comes Some Kind of Tough. He picks up the leaders. Cambino still trails. They're bunching up. And now In the Black to the 4. 3/4, 129-3. In the Black. Overpowering a hard press, the Felcher. Now Ken Rumack quickly into the action with 1/8 of a mile to go. It's In the Black. Now Ken Rumack only a half length off the leader. They're in the stretch. Ken Rumack is coming on. In the Black is digging in. In the Black, game on the inside. Ken Rumack, one final lunge. Too tight to call. That's a photo.
Third race from Balmoral on the trot. Quinella trifecta wagering. The favorite's going to be 6 Talcott Billow. 2 victories and 2 starts this year for drive.
Here they come. They're off and pacing with Golden Princess and Randy Jacobs sending her right to the top. On the go and Ken Holliday, the challengers. Coming away third, Yankee Threshold. Just a length behind the embattled leaders. Another length and a half back to Carolina Kitty. And comes Fellas Opal, your 2 trailers, J.L. Huckwin and Little Nun. Come off the turn, pace unsettled on the outside, Yankee Threshold. Taking an early go at the leader on the go. Golden Princess right there in third. Those 3 about 6 ahead of Carolina Kitty, racing in fourth. Quarter time, 29-3. Yankee Threshold on the outside, on the go, digging in. Golden Princess right off the 2 battling leaders. Far back to Carolina Kitty. Comes Fellas Opal, J.L. Hawkwind, and Little Nun. They're still going at it. On the outside, Yankee Threshold under heavy urging. In ring to Miller now finally clears off the half, 58 seconds. 28 2 second quarter. On the go racing in second, Golden Princess. Right there with the leaders in third. On the outside, moving up Fellas Opal, Carolina Kitty picking up some pace. JL Hawkwind still plenty to make up with a little more than a quarter mile to go. Little Nun driving from last. Yankee Threshold leads the way. They're closing in. Here comes Golden Princess. 3/4, 128-1. Yankee Threshold is leg wary. Golden Princess has the momentum. On the inside, on the go is weakening, and now Carolina Kitty coming through, rallies within striking range with an eighth of a mile to go. Fellas Opal also on the move. Yankee Threshold turning in a big heat. On the outside, here comes Golden Princess, and now Fellas Opal is flying. Yankee Threshold through it all, holding on to win it. 1:59.3, a photo for second and third.
Quarters to start before, so she's had several excuses. We'll go with her at a price, exacta, trifecta, and pick 3 wagering. Fourth from Balmoral. Good luck.
Here they come. They're off and pacing. The 2 inside horses, Willie Buck and Chicago Jazz, both going out for the lead. A race around the turn. It's Chicago Jazz and Marshall Duncan now taking command. A length from Willie Buck. Mordred racing in third. Broadway Mariah settles in fourth, a length ahead of Out of the Country. Carolina Matthew trails only about 7 off the lead as they approach the quarter. It's Chicago Jazz in command of the pace with Willie Buck right there in second. Quarter time 29-2. Chicago Jazz leads it. Willie Buck racing in the pocket. Mordred racing in third. On the outside, Out in the Country racing in fourth. Broadway Mariah saves ground. Carolina Matthew swings to the outside. They're off the turn and by the stance. No pressure for Chicago Jazz. He's pacing comfortably along. Leads at a length. Willie Buck on the inside, racing in second. Out in the Country facing the breeze. Mordred saves ground on the outside. Carolina Matthew moving up with cover. Broadway Mariah push back to the end. But it's a well-bunched field. He's only 5 off the lead with 3/8 to go. 59-4 for that half. A race up the backstretch. Chicago Jazz now picking up the pace a bit. Out in the Country. Continues the pressure. Willie Buck enjoying a good trip. And now starting his rally from last. Here comes Broadway Mariah the Roan. He's quickly sent on his way. 3/4, 1:29-1. Chicago Jazz leads it. Willie Buck racing in the pocket. Out in the Country. Hanks tough third. Broadway Mariah, Mordred, and Carolina Matthew. They're off the turn. And now Chicago Jazz opening up the lead. Willie Buck desperately trying to get at him. But it's all Chicago Jazz. He coaxed home at 1:57.3. Willie Buck, Mordred finished third. Field's all set. Here they come. They're off. In the middle, Corky's Hoss and Man Game. Showing some pace on the inside. Gumpwood got away well. Along with Harvey Stewart. Up on the rim, Gold Star Sandstorm. Now Gold Star Sandstorm tucks in fourth, a length ahead of Strutting On. A gap of a length and a quarter to Hey Daddy Hey, and your trailer is Pirate Skip. They race for the quarter. Andy Miller puts Corky's Hoss and Man Game on top and will set the tone. Gumpwood racing in the pocket, 28-3, quick first quarter. Harvey Stewart not sitting back, he's on the attack. On the inside, Corky's Hoss and Man Game holds the rail. Gumpwood racing in third, now Gold Star Sandstorm quickly into the action, second over for Holiday. On the outside, Strutting On. Hey Daddy Hey saves ground. Pirate Skip trails the field. They race for the half. Harvey Stewart putting the pressure on the leader, Corky's Hoss and Man Game. Half-timed in 59 seconds. Gold Star Sandstorm poised on the outside fourth with Gumpwood right there in the pocket. On the inside, Hey Daddy Hey. Strutting On and Pirate Skip, 3/8 to go. Corky's Hoss and Man Game, and now Holiday sends Gold Star Sandstorm after the lead, and he's powering right on by. Gold Star Sandstorm takes command with a quarter of a mile to go. Strutting On now finding his best stride. On the inside, Corky's Hoss and Man Game. Harvey Stewart in between horses. 3/4, 129 and 1. Gold Star Sandstorm now getting away from this field. With an eighth of a mile to go, Gold Star Sandstorm is all by himself. Gold Star Sandstorm leads it in mid-stretch. Gold Star Sandstorm easily in front. The battle for second, Corky's Hoss and Man Game over Gumpwood in 158. Here they come. They're off. 3 inside horses, all showing speed. Oil Driller benefits from the rail. On the outside, Mucholito carried wide around the turn. Stacy's Orphan came away in third. On the outside, it's Broadway Legend parked in fourth and going after the lead. And now Mucholito takes command and rein to Ken Holiday. Immediate pressure from Broadway Legend on the outside. Ticked off quickly into the action. Now third, Oil Driller is back to fourth after leading early. Quarter timed in a quick 28 and 3. Broadway Legend leads the way. On the outside, it's ticked off. Mucholito right there in the pocket. Oil Driller traveling on the inside. To the outside of him, Robbie's Lambada, who is second over with cover. Stacy's Orphan saves ground. Janimal is third over as they race for the half. Wolf's Echo is reserved. Second tier takes form. 4 in, 4 out. Off the half, 58 and 1. Your leader is Broadway Legend. Around the turn, a tight length. Mucholito getting the trip. On the outside, ticked off. Racing parked out. He's covering a lot of ground. Oil Driller saves ground to the inside of him. On the outside, it's Robbie's Lambada. Stacy's Orphan has nowhere to go. 3 wide for the final quarter mile. Janimal, Wolf's Echo still a lot to make up. 3/4, 127 and 4. Broadway Legend leads the way. Here comes Janimal. On the inside, Mucholito is poised for the stretch drive. Oil Driller needs racing room. They come to the corner. Broadway Legend leads it. Mucholito far outside, winding up. Here's Wolf's Echo. Wolf's Echo coming on to get it, maybe. Broadway Legend still there. And a good finish. Wolf's Echo, Broadway Legend. It can go $701.60. Seventh race. From top to bottom, 634 728 5-1. Top of the stretch. Here they come. They're off and pacing. In the middle of the track, Don't Walk and Inquisitive Fella. Left hard for the lead. Young TNT now comes through. Far outside. Fitch Mia Kalua wheeling up. Young TNT, Don't Walk, and Fitch Mia Kalua. They come off the turn in Young TNT. 6-5 favorite, and Rain to Dan Knox has the lead. On the outside, here comes Fitch Mia Kalua into White Banks. Right in behind those two, Don't Walk. Another length and a quarter back to Stand the Man Musil, Inquisitive Fella. And here at the gold, Sarossi and Escort Best Trails, 28 and 1. Quick first quarter. Fitch Mia Kalua has made it to the top, but not for long. Here comes Young TNT again. He wants the lead, and he'll get it. Fitch Mia Kalua will take a back seat. Don't Walk now makes a bit at the lead third. Here comes Don't Walk. Young TNT. 3 parts of a length. Fitch Mia Kalua racing third. Inquisitive Fella jumps into the action fourth. Stand the Man Musil racing on the inside. Comes Sarossi. Escort Best yet to make his move. He's about 7 off the lead. Half was in 57 and 3. They race around the turn. Don't Walk. On the outside, challenging Young TNT. Young TNT. Rose Claire, and now Don't Walk. Right in behind in second. On the outside, moving up, here comes Sarossi. Inquisitive Fella dropping back sharply through the field. Fitchmea Kalua now escored best. Gathering up momentum, he's only 5 off the lead with less than a quarter of a mile ago. 3/4, 1:27.2. An eighth of a mile ago, they're on their way home. Young TNT starting to get away. Don't Walk trying to keep pace. Sir Rossi on the far outside in here at the goal, the late rally. Young TNT is weakening. Here comes Sir Rossi in deep stretch. Young TNT, much the best. Sir Rossi and in here at the gold, 1:57.4. Fields off the turn. They're lining up. Now they're all set to go. Here they come. They're off and pacing on the inside. Holly Hillbo, the first to show speed. He'll be joined by Cassie's Ruler as they race around the first turn. And now Cassie's Ruler takes command. Holly Hillbo racing in second. Those two now pulling away. 2 ahead of King's Run racing in third. Then another break of 3 to Weathered. Then a gap to Keystone Throng. Another 2 back to Pickleman. They're going at it up top. On the outside, Cassie's Ruler. Holly Hillbo have nothing to do with it. Quick quarter, 27.2. And now Holly Hillbo has won the early Duke. Cassie's Ruler taking back. King's Run taking over second. Weathered alertly on the inside, closing the gap. Keystone Throng still a good 6 off the lead. Pickleman is the trailer. Holly Hillbo will now try to catch a breather between quarters. King's Run racing in the pocket. Weathered is on the move, half-timed in 57.2. 30.2 second quarter. Holly Hillbo leads the way on the outside. Here's Weathered. King's Run racing in third, and now Bussy sends the veteran. Keystone Throng after the lead. Here he comes. Also on the move, Pickleman from last. Being shuffled back is Cassie's Ruler. Midway of the backstretch, approaching the final quarter. It's Weathered now. Keystone Throng draws in. Length back to King's Run at 3/4, 1:26.3. Weathered leads it. Keystone Throng inching his way forward. King's Run now 4 off the lead with an eighth to go. On the outside, here comes Keystone Throng. Weathered trying to steal it. Keystone Throng now wearing him down and drawing off. He's pouring it on to the wire. A late rally by King's Run. It's Keystone Throng in front. King's Run second and Weathered third, 1:56.2. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Jacobs sending Craig's Crown right to the top. They race into the first turn. Craig's Crown to an uncontested 2-length advantage. Fox Valley Snake racing on the inside. 1 foot of money. Sent on his way by Miller. He's going after the lead. Right in behind those 3. J Big Red. Another length back to Park Lane on the outside. Fox Valley Classic. To the inside of him, Mara's Robbie, Bill the Bartender. A race for the quarter. It's Craig's Crown in command of the pace. Off that quarter, 28.3. Craig's Crown leads it. 1 for the money. Racing in the pocket on the outside. Fox Valley Classic. Going a long mile. Now he's first over. Jumping into the action. Park Lane second over with cover. To the inside of him, Fox Valley Snake is shuffled back. Bill the Bartender into a good flow. Along with Maru's Robbie. J Big Red on the inside and trails. 4 in, 4 out. Fox Valley Classic comes within ahead of the leader. Craig's Crown, half. 59-3. It's Craig's Crown in Fox Valley Classic. Almost even around the turn. 1 for the money. Right there in third. On the outside, Park Lane getting a good trip. Bill the bartender right in behind him. Fox Valley Snake will need racing room. Maru's Robbie now moving up 3 wide from last. J.E. Big Red. Still a lot to make up with a quarter of a mile to go. They're still battling away up top. Craig's Crown and Fox Valley Classic. 3/4, 130 straight. Craig's Crown trying to put away Fox Valley Classic. Park Lane bids on the outside 3 wide. 1 for the money is poised and ready to strike. On top, it's Craig's Crown. He's trying to hold off 1 for the money, and now he's homing in. Here comes 1 for the money. Craig's Crown fending him off. 1 for the money, and Fox Valley Snake rallies for show at 159-1. Combination 1-4-4, 42-40. 10th race top down, 3-7-2. Fields lining up. They're all set to go. Here they come. They're off and pacing, going off stride. Razzie Red, Broadway Concept to the lead as they race around the first turn. Henry's Pal out and driving in second. Coming away third, Poco Buckshot. See the Heat secures early position, racing in fourth, only 4 off the lead as they curve off the turn. Then a break of 5 to Dan Knox and Fox Valley Jenkins, just ahead of the favorite KB Skippy. And then comes Bud Hanks, and far back after that, Miscue at the start. Razzie Red, quarter timed in 28-2. Broadway Concept in command, Henry's Pal tracking in second. On the outside, here comes See the Heat. Poco Buckshot with the leaders in fourth. KB Skippy quickly into the action. He's coming on fifth, now 6 off the lead. On the inside, Fox Valley Jenkins. Bud Hanks is stacked up third over. He's on the move. Razzie Red is back in it. Come to the half, 58-1. Now See the Heat. On the attack, Broadway Concept trying to fend him off with Henry's Pal right there in the pocket getting the good trip. KB Skippy on the outside, poised for Marshall Duncan. Now he's moving up 3 wide. Bud Hanks poised in behind him. Poco Buckshot saves ground, also traveling inside. Fox Valley Jenkins, far back Razzie Red. They've got a quarter of a mile to go, and Broadway Concept has led from the start, still does. Opens up by 2 1/4, off 3/4, 127-4. Broadway Concept now starting to get away. Henry's Pal right now has the best shot. KB Skippy must do much more. Poco Buckshot now shakes loose. They come to the corner, and it's Broadway Concept. He's out for a romp in the park. He'll destroy this field. We got a good battle for second between Poco Buckshot and Fox Valley Jenkins. It's all Broadway Concept, close for second and third. And another photo for fourth, 150.